I woke up on a random bitch. I want to have sex with you.
Okay, that was easy too.
There's certain moments that you have when you do these things, and I think it's more the moment.
These guys came from Woods of Delaware.
Where was you from?
Now, who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's
Man, it's your boy D-Mac, man. Fire Nice Podcast.
Let me see him. Let me see him.
Yo. Saturday show.
Bitches. Hey, break your mic up with it first. Right in. Hold on. Oh shit. God. Man. Little doming time. It's Saturday. It's Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday, y'all. It's a Fire Nice experience, man.
Saturday.
We got fresh on the beatbox.
It's Saturday.
Right, walk with us.
It's Saturday.
Oh, you know you could do that, didn't you? All right, first, that's it. All right.
I don't know you like that.
That's enough. All right.
Fuck y'all think
It's Saturday night experience, y'all. New thing, no technical difficulties in the beginning, but we here. Live Legends of One Take Titans. We don't do redos. Hey, y'all, we here. You know, experience some things.
Yeah, one or two.
But when you live, that's how it happens, you know.
Yeah, that's how I do.
That's how it be. When you live,
You gotta roll with the punches.
no retakes, no do-overs.
Come on.
No cleaning nothing up, man. Just straight through one
Yeah,
take.
do that shit.
Boom. That's how we do.
Boom, like he said.
Absolutely. You know?
Boom. Explosion. Oh man, I was like, right, chill, dog. Flashbacks, man. Soldier flashbacks, dog.
And you be having
Happy Veterans Day, man. To all my
Absolutely.
all my fellow soldiers out there, man. Shout out to Rah, Winky, my boy Claire, Coleman, all that, man. Let's get it.
Talk about the veteran experience for a little bit, man.
Wait, what? Oh, we get free meals.
Free meals?
Yeah, like at Applebee's.
Did you get your free meal today?
Nope.
Hey, you blew it.
See the whole purpose on it?
Yeah, man, you blew it. Is it transferable?
No. Only on Veterans Day, and you can't get it to gold plate. You gotta eat there.
I eat there. That's a small sacrifice.
True.
Small sacrifice. I eat it. I
like certain meals and all that.
Yeah, well,
We're watching the building.
Yeah.
What was happening?
Appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Walk with us.
every time I
Couple shout outs, man. Shout out to the boy Nemo, man. Happy birthday. Love you, boy. No, happy birthday, my baby.
see you in a minute.
Happy birthday, Weezy.
Happy birthday, man. Absolutely. Yeah. Love you, boy. Shout out to Uncle O. East Coast Cigar Lounge. Oh. Absolutely. Shout out to the Concert Crew podcast. Love y'all. We gotta do the thing. Y'all, we gotta do the thing.
Oh yeah.
Get at us, man. Do the thing, man.
Get at us, man.
Shout out to our sisters, man, from Hypothetically Speaking, who celebrated their 4-year anniversary last night, man. Glad to see y'all still hanging in there, man. We're gonna pull up on y'all one day as well.
First things first, though. Hold on, real quick. Look at the screen, y'all. Can we talk about how the Michigan substitute coach was crying that day when they won? And he was like, "I love you, coach."
He got the cool F-bombs.
Yeah, what?
Yeah,
Yo, he was going crazy.
Yeah. He was like, man, show some class. What?
Yo, he was snapping.
Yo, is that going too far over athletics? I mean, is he too involved? Is that a
You mean his emotion?
yeah? I mean, the whole him trying, man, shows that he shows invested. He to say the least. Is there too much investment there?
Personally, I think. Well, here's the thing. First of all, I can't speak from his shoes because I don't know his story, what he been. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have. I don't know. My humble opinion, it was a little too much, but that's just me. That's what I'm saying. But that's just me. But I felt
You don't like the passion?
I mean, I'm a very passionate guy when it comes to sports and shit like that, so I can dig it. But I don't know. I just been crying because they won a game. I don't know. I just think maybe it was a little too much.
You still to behave tonight, man.
Yeah, they told you that already.
Yeah, behave tonight, bro.
Yeah. Shout out Kennedy in the building. On the
Behave, bro.
check-in.
That's strict instructions, man, and requests for you to behave, man. Thank you, man. It's hard for us to
do some shit.
He don't believe us when we try to keep him in line, man. So coming from y'all might mean something.
You got to misbehave tonight on the joint.
Coming from y'all might mean a little something. Might hit a little different, you know. But then again, knowing him, it may not.
Ice behave straight from Buka Rush.
You know what we haven't done? Fresh got you on fire tonight, man.
Oh,
Bitch, I got in a while, man. I'm gonna hit you with an impromptu, man. And I know it might be off the cuff, but sometimes that's the best ones. So we haven't done a fresh on fire in a minute.
Yeah.
Wanna come back to it, or you want to come back to it?
Is he ready?
Yeah. Oh shit. You got a lot going. He got a lot going on.
No, like I see, yeah. I see. We'll get back to that.
Yeah, be like that.
So listen, since it's Saturday night, there's just some special things on Saturday night. We have the NBA in full swing. The NBA is in full swing. I figure it warranted some attention. It warranted some discussion.
Okay. That's fair.
You know?
That's fair.
So listen. First question of the night. Can someone please explain to me the NBA in-season tournament?
Yeah, I think this guy, Icy, he was talking about. I think he got a pretty good understanding.
Can you handle on it?
Yeah, I think so.
But I cannot be the only one that has no clue what this is.
I was confused.
We got what? Six groups of 5, 3 in the West, 3 in the East. Each team and each group played each team in their division twice. You know what I'm saying? Round robin. They go by wins and point differential.
Okay.
Differential.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So the top 2 in each division move on. I guess that's the playoffs. So that'll be six from each 6 from the West, 6 from the East.
Mm-hmm.
So it is broken down geographically.
The way I look at it, the way I see it is, it's pretty much broken down more geographically than how
it is actually.
Yeah, you know how it was back in the day. Everybody, the Nets, the Sixers, and all that. But who they got in that division for the little tournament?
Into the little tournament. What's the prize? What's the prize here?
Oh, the prize is $500,000
Per team, per player.
Yeah, per player.
Okay.
It's a lot of cash.
And all games are regular season games. They just say go to the regular season record, except if your team make it to the championship. Right.
Your championship
That
game.
doesn't
Okay.
count
Gotcha.
towards the regular season.
Thoughts on the in-season tournament? Like good, bad. Who gives a? Who gives a flying Phil Florence?
I guess it's like, if it's just, I don't know. I didn't really understand it at first. I was like, fuck that. But it's regular season game, so I guess it is what it is.
It's trying to bring some importance to regular season games.
I'm cool with that.
As far as the fans, it's just basketball.
Period. Yep.
As far as those guys competing, it's extra incentive, 500,000, a trophy. In the middle of the season, you can talk shit, knowing you got extra 500,000 going to the end of the season. You know.
Yeah, you got some players deep on the bench who that might be their, their biggest check for real. So
you got teams.
That's good shit.
Teams earlier in the year who might not even make the playoffs later in the year. Canolo, man, shit. We win this, we get 500,000.
Right, that part.
So ain't worried about making the playoffs and all that.
No, that's real. That's real shit.
You know, in the middle of the season, it's like anybody could win.
So here's the
You know what I'm saying? Not even teams that aren't even considered playoff teams could win this tournament.
So here's the groups. You got the West. West A is the Grizzlies, Suns, Lakers, Jazz, Blazers. West B is the Nuggets, Clippers, Pelicans, Mavs, Rockets. West C, you got the Kings, Warriors, Wolves, Thunder, and the Spurs. As we move over to the East, we've got East A with the Sixers, Cavs, Hawks, Pacers, Pistons. East B is the Bucks, Knicks, Heat, Wizards, Hornets. And East C is the Celtics, Nets, Raptors, Bulls, Magic.
Cool.
So, as this goes on, we will follow this as this progresses, and we learn a little bit more about it. We'll discuss whether it's trash, whether it's, hey man, keep that shit going because it's tough. So, the floors look snazzy.
Can't consider it trash or tough though.
Can if you want to, I think.
Yeah, if you want to.
Shit, that's what we do. Right. That's technically what we do.
As far as like the tournament aspect, this tournament trash. They bring your season games. They just play them on a fancy floor and call it something else.
What they really trying to do is get the stars to play more nights, and they're trying to find more ways to find more regular season games to mean something. They only derive one more game out of this whole fucking tournament. All the rest of the games are regular games that they was going to play anyway. They are regular season games, like you said, except the championship game, because it's not derived from anywhere different. They try to place more significance on certain games, like not certain games, just more games. They wanted significance. They wanted all 82 games to be significant, but the players like, we taking all load management, this and that. So all right, cool. For one more game played this season, only by two teams, the ones that make it to the championship of this tournament, they're the only ones who play one extra game. That's why they ain't necessarily on the regular season stats.
Yeah.
But they've come up with, I don't know, a couple $1 million, and trying to derive a way to make more regular season games important enough for everybody to play. Stars, it's only one more game though, but they've got so many more motherfucking people trying to have people involved in it.
As far as the tournament, all that, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't gotta travel, so they play a whole bunch of back-to-backs. Close, you know what I'm saying? Closer. So
The Sixers play the Celtics. We just played them Wednesday, and then we play them this Wednesday coming up. That's got to be something to, some type of towards this mid-season tournament. Because I'm like the Sixers and the Boston Celtics.
But y'all not in the same division as the mid-season tournament. Y'all not in the same division.
Well, let me see. What division are they in? Give me a second here.
Sixers ain't in the division with the Celtics.
Yeah, they're not there. You got y'all in East A, they're in East C. So moving to the
It's gonna be the interesting thing though is if a sleeper team do win it, will the momentum push them to a good finishing season, maybe a nice playoff. You know what I'm saying?
Perhaps. Perhaps that
They
makes
don't
sense.
know who they just. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. Yeah. Well, I get it. I get the idea.
Yeah, I get it
the
too.
idea.
But that's why I like it's regular season game.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing special. Like the basket ain't lower. They don't have 4-point shots. Or
Oh,
nothing,
shit.
You know?
The courts are snazzy, huh?
Yeah, the court is nasty.
Yeah, courts are snazzy, huh?
Did you see Dallas? They showed up with the wrong damn court. Yeah, one assignment, Cuban. One assignment. These you showed up with the fucked up court, with the regular court.
Cuban don't care.
First time in NBA history that the Boston Celtics never played on a parquet floor.
Well,
Home game. Yeah, home game. Never because they flew. The first time in NBA history.
Very interesting.
yeah. I mean, for that to happen, but hey, we'll see. So let's go to the standings here. Early in the NBA season, Eastern Conference, number one team in the East, Philadelphia 76ers at 71. Boston Celtics, number 2 at 6-2. At 3, surprising Indiana Pacers at 6. Hawks at 4 with 5-3. Milwaukee Bucks at 5 at 5-3. New York Knicks at 6 at 4-4. Miami Heat at 7 at 4-4. The Toronto Raptors 8th at 4-4. Orlando Magic 9th at 4-4. Brooklyn Nets at 10th at 4-5. Charlotte Hornets 3-5. Cleveland Cavaliers 3-5. Bulls 3-6. Wizards 2-6. Detroit 2-8. Western Conference, we've got Denver Nuggets sitting at number 1 at 8-1. We got the Dallas Mavericks at number 2, 7-2. Number 3, Minnesota Timberwolves at 6-2. Number 4, Golden State Warriors at 6-3. Number 5, Houston Rockets at 5-3. Number 6, Oklahoma City Thunder at 5-4. Number 7, Sacramento Kings 4-4. 8, the Lakers at 4-5. Number 9, the Phoenix Suns at 4-5. 10, New Orleans Pelicans at 4-5. Clippers sit at 3-5, Portland 3-5, San Antonio 3-6, Utah 3-7, and Memphis 1-8. Open thoughts.
Cleveland disappointment. Cleveland is a big disappointment. Yeah, very big disappointment.
Thoughts?
And are we ever going to see another big three again?
Well, depending on how you define it. You know what I mean? What do you
saying? Because every big three that get put together be injured. They never play no games together.
Probably not.
That's how I'm asking.
Well, the Clippers got a big 4.
That was great. They got a
And they're actually playing together.
and not playing good together at all.
But so it'll take time. They got to match it. What do you call a big 3?
Not James Harden. If you put him in that big, you can't put Westbrook and James Harden in a big 3 right now.
That's a big 4 to me.
So you can't put either one of them in there.
Nah,
So they got big
not
2.
the same guys.
So what about Phoenix?
Yeah, they got Kawhi and Phoenix. Yeah, that's a big 3, but that's the big 3 I was talking about. They haven't played the game all season together. All 3 of them have never been on the floor together all at once.
Oh, this is sad, man.
We're in a game like we haven't played double-digit games yet, and like what are y'all hurt from? Like y'all just came off the summer, and nobody was hurt.
Nah, they was hurt in the summer. They went to Cancun and got hurt.
That's why I said, will we ever see another big?
I don't think it's worth it.
I feel like it's fragile, dog.
Big 3 at Clark.
Shit is
I
ridiculous.
just don't think it's worth it anymore. Like that whole. I think that era of basketball is coming to an end. I mean, teams still probably gonna try to do it, but it's proven that it's not necessarily like the best way to build or win a championship because it hasn't been successful. It was successful maybe, once. If we really look at it, maybe once. I mean, they got 4 championship appearances out of it. I mean, I can only think of the Miami Heat in this particular era.
Well, the original big three where this came from, Boston. They
So
were successful.
Which big three we talking about? You talking about Garnett and them? Ray and Curtis. So that's 2.
Big three.
What year was that? 2008, maybe
Yeah.
ish. Was it 2008 ish?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 2023. We talking what? 3 titles in
14 years.
14 years.
I'm still in favor of course, I don't call it super teams, but I still want to amass
Amass talent.
the best talent I can have. But I am a firm believer in you got to have proper roster construction. And, so you can't just have like Phoenix. I'm like, that ain't going to work. And then to me, the Clippers, that ain't going to work because all those guys, they don't complement each other that good. And you look at, to me,
about the Miami Heat.
but LeBron and all those guys, they just made it. They was better. They made it work.
Health was the biggest factor for them.
Yeah,
None of them had like this ridiculous injury history. You know what I mean? Like they were, I mean, all of these big threes is getting put together now is with guys with questionable stability.
Well,
like
I didn't never know these both to be broken up. And they're like, you just came out of training camp. How the fuck was you broken up already? Brandon Beal, he has somewhat of an injury history.
well, there you go. We know Kevin Durant does. For the most part.
People getting injured these days. That's what I mean. A lot of these young dudes is broken up, man.
It almost seems like that when you put teams like that together. It seemed like the injury is the expectation. That's the injury. Like the weighted expectation injures the players. It seems like
It's actually physical. It's total taking on super team.
yeah. It's like I don't know, man. I just think, like you said, man, proper roster construction is more of should be the goal instead of just simply amassing big names, because for all intent and purposes, it doesn't seem to have worked out for the most part.
Are we still giving it time, but are we saying it's working out? Dame and Giannis?
I mean, you got to get that time.
Okay.
Like you said, it's eight games in.
Dame could miss like 2, 3 games out of like 6, 8 games already. You know what I'm saying?
As a person who's not a Dame fan, I tend to lean the other way. And
Uh-oh. Now, we getting a shout out to Boston. They say they have a big three. Now, I'm saying they don't have a big three. You got Tatum, Brown. Are you considering Porzingis the third, Markel Williams? Are you considering Kristaps Porzingis the third of that big three? Are we considering them that?
I mean, I wouldn't. I would just consider it. I'm not even considering that a big two. I'm considering that Jason Tatum's a star. What's the name? A secondary player, and they have some great complementary players around them. That's how I see it.
I
look at it like that. I don't even look at, to me, I don't look at Jaylen Brown as a perennial first team all NBA or, you know what I mean? I just look at him as a hell of a second option.
So
with the ability sometimes to step up.
But you call Phoenix a big three.
Let's
Brown would make sure
Let's go back. I want to make sure that you don't misunderstand me. I went with who everybody considers a big three. That particular team would be considered a big three. I said I don't consider Boston a big three. I don't even consider them a big two.
I'm talking about Phoenix.
Right. So now on the Phoenix. Yes, I would consider them a big three from the step.
Brown might be better than Booker and Bradley Beal, though.
I'm not disputing that.
That's the big two.
I'm not disputing that. I'm not arguing with you on that. What I'm saying here is with how it was constructed and brought together. You know what I'm saying? You got one.
So what I'm saying,
you want to let me finish?
So what I'm
You want to let me
saying
finish?
is the way you said Boston, you said Tatum's a star.
Mm-hmm.
Such and such is a secondary, such and such.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say Kevin Durant's a star,
mm-hmm.
and those two guys are secondary, such and such, you gave them the big three accolade
I can tell you why. We've seen D Book lead his team to a finals and perform in the finals exceptionally well. So if I'm gonna give, at the very least a big two, Bradley Beal is somebody who everyone considers a perennial all-star. So that's why I would give them the big three status. Now, some people may disagree and say Boston has a better big two than them, or it's just a matter of opinion.
Well, Mark,
I'm not telling you you're wrong. That's your opinion.
he definitely said they have a better
I'm
team.
not saying for a thing. It's just the way that he classifies Boston.
Yeah. I feel you. Right, that's just me, though. That's me.
Classified them as,
I think
Because here's why.
they're like
I've never seen, and this is why. This is just me. This is just me. I've never seen Jaylen Brown lead a team by himself, right? Now, the same could be said for Jason Tatum because they both played together for so long. I have seen Devin Booker lead a team by himself. I have seen Bradley Beal lead a team by himself.
to what? Oh, you just say, okay, they've been the number ones. Okay, gotcha.
They've been the undisputed number one option on their team.
Okay.
Now, to Devin Booker's credit, Devin Booker was the undisputed number one option on that team and led them to the finals and played exceptionally well in the finals, right? Or no?
I don't know that Bradley Beal's led anybody anywhere.
Well, no, he may not have. He may not have. By my definition, he's been the number one guy pretty much his whole career, right?
In Washington, yeah.
Where was he at before Washington? He's always been in Washington. Okay,
Yeah.
so he's been a number one option in Washington as a perennial all-star. What I'm saying about Jaylen Brown is, I don't know if Jaylen Brown is just a beneficiary of playing with Jason Tatum,
Or vice versa.
I don't know. I feel more confident in saying Jason Tatum is the number one alpha dog on that team. If you take Jason Tatum, if you take Jaylen Brown off that team, I think that team still is a solid, possibly top four finishing team. Right.
About any one of those two with Kevin Durant on that team.
I'm not arguing you with that. What I'm saying here is,
You can take both of them off.
so do you think Boston would be the same team if you take Jason Tatum off? You think they're a playoff team?
Mhm.
You think they're a playoff team?
I think
With
so.
the players they got,
Yeah, right now.
Tatum,
So where do you think they are in the playoffs? Better. So which team would be better? With a Jason Tatum led team or a Jaylen Brown led team?
Oh, that kind of depends on who you replace.
Well, we just saying.
I think they're both.
I think the same.
Yeah, they're saying they're both
I think the same.
kind of the
See, y'all are
same.
being different from mine. Then I disagree. So,
Nah, that's what I say. They're saying
okay.
if it's a Jaylen Brown team without Jason Tatum, I give them 5th or 6th seed. If it's a Jason Tatum team without Jaylen Brown on there, I give them a 4th or 5th seed.
Same thing, basically.
That's what I'm saying. I give them a 4th or 5th seed without Jaylen Brown or without either one of them on that team. They not no 1 or 2 seed, no 1, 2, or 3 seed without missing one of them.
So you think they're equal players? Close to. To me, close to are they equal? Or equal or not? It's a yes or no question. Close to means somebody's better than the other.
Oh, I think Jason Tatum's better.
You think Jaylen Brown's better?
They like the same person to me. One just more.
I agree.
It's more.
I agree.
Okay.
In this scenario,
I agree.
I think they both can be ones, so they can be considered equal legs of a big
Okay.
three.
Well, yeah. See, that's what we disagree. I disagree with that.
The thing with me with looking at them is just that one is more polished than the other. You know what I'm saying? Just like you know how somebody can be polished.
One is more of a dog than the other one.
That's what I mean. It's not polished. It's just I'm gonna go out here and do it. But Tatum is polished. You know what I'm saying? One's just going, listen, I'm gonna get it high.
LD, what's
I'm
happening?
gonna get it high. Get it. You know what I'm saying?
Monet, light bright.
You know what I mean?
But I think that
Mike Pip.
like you said, if it was one guy wasn't off the team, I think, and the other guy was leading the team, I think they would kind of go the same.
Okay.
And saying you saying they wouldn't even make the playoffs, so they'd be like a playing team. with Jaylen Brown at the helm?
I personally think they'd be lower down in the lower down in the seat.
Lower down.
With all the pieces like that, man.
Like
I'll make it simple for you. It's just
Holiday,
Yeah.
Porzingis,
Mhm.
everybody, all them pieces.
I think Jason Tatum's a better player.
hey, so do I.
Period.
But I'm
Just
saying not
period. Not like
no.
I don't think it's close. I don't think it's that close. I don't think it's as close as y'all think it is.
The boy LB said they compliment each other okay, but both have egos.
They both compliment each other. I think they compliment each other.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's obvious. Yeah, it's obvious because of the success.
Yeah.
Because of the success that they had.
The work with a dude.
They definitely compliment each other. I mean, I think they've learned to compliment each other. You know what I mean?
I think Jaylen Brown has subjugated his game a little bit, but also I think he's found out that maybe he's finding more of his strengths and getting away from a couple of his weaknesses. That's what I'm also thinking as well. You're like, all right, I was subjugating, but all right, let me lean into my strengths, get away from my weaknesses. So I think they both can be number ones. It's just Jason Tatum may be the number one on the team. I think he's better, true, but I think Jaylen Brown.
Any other thoughts on what you heard from the standings or anything you seen?
Yeah,
Just from a standings perspective, team
the
wise.
Lakers record again 3-5.
Lakers are the eighth seed. Lakers are currently the eighth seed at 4-5.
I don't like what they got going on out there, man. I think they put a little bit too much into Austin Reeves and Anthony Davis, man. He never failed to come up broken up. You know, so he's another one of these broken up ass young boys, man. Like, it's the grind, man. This is hard. This old ass man's out there still getting it done, man. Like, he's still looking around like they say he's gonna need some help. Like, how much more help you gonna need? Bless his heart. But I'm like, he got another situation to where you got all these guys. He's like, oh yeah, we good now. You look at then the next year, you like, these guys ain't that fucking good.
And it's but the funny thing is with him, it seems to happen every year though. Like when they lose, they assess the roster, and the guys seem to be, yo, these dudes is terrible. If they don't win, everybody's terrible. When they win, we're gonna stand back.
You got to give it to AD, man.
Is that the move?
AD got it.
Or do you go even bold? How you playing? If you're the Lakers, be Lakers GM.
Give it to DeBar. Is that what you about to say?
I mean, it's on the table. It's on the table.
I can't do that. I couldn't.
You couldn't do it?
I couldn't do that.
Could you do it? Why couldn't you do it? And you tell me.
No GM in the league can trade a nigga a star on their own. So that would never happen. If he don't actually be traded and to where he wants to go specifically, it ain't gonna happen. So
I feel that.
Being the GM of the Lakers,
I feel that.
trying to throw LeBron in the package or do whatever, you know what I'm
Good
saying?
luck with that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Even motherfuckers got no trade clauses and all that. That shit don't be.
Don't hold the ways the players lead. Especially a top player.
Yeah, top.
True story.
All
True
the
story.
players get traded. Every last one of them who want to get traded, and
Yeah.
pretty much go where they want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That part.
Never get traded without their knowledge
Or consent.
or consent.
Never. Yeah, it don't never happen like that.
That's
And they be talking that, oh man, people's contracts and this and that, man. None of that makes any difference anymore, man. All of these contracts have been traded. Oh, that's a big contract and this and that. Like, nah, man, all of these contracts are big, bloated, and then at a certain time, somebody will take you on somewhere else.
So do you think the GMs could take any power back in regards to that, or is they just at the mercy of the players? Why would they be at the mercy of the players though?
You could.
I don't know.
Good.
I think at this point you beat because you already set the precedence, man. I don't know that there's any coming back from that. How?
Because I could not trade you where you want to go.
Okay.
I could trade you wherever I want you to go. That's going to get me good value and leave it at that.
Trading the Joker to Siberia.
Say, well,
They're not gonna say
the phrase though.
I'm not extending, and that team outside is cool. We don't want it.
right when he made. And then when he get there,
Listen
you
to what
know,
I'm
stand with y'all.
Listen to what I'm saying. If you put it out there from the door that y'all getting me for the rest of this year, and it's a wrap. Right? A lot of teams ain't doing that shit, bro. And that's part of the leverage that these motherfucking players got now. You can send me here, but to any team that I'm going to, just know this it for me.
Man, listen. the Sixers just had all the power in the world. They gave it up. They had all the power in the world. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. That's what happens when I promise you $100-some million, but that ain't $100 million I'm willing to pay for it. I'm willing to pay $100 million for that.
He
Oh, you gonna play? All right, sit on the bench. You're free agent next year. That means you're not gonna get no money.
But who's gonna sit you on the bench and you getting all that money? That's not realistic.
the Sixers have a precedent of doing that.
Thomas get into a whole team.
Isaiah Thomas,
It's been done.
listen to me. Isaiah Thomas not around for a week. Well, several reasons. There's more than one reason.
I'm saying you could do it.
You could, but it's just not gonna happen, bro. They're not taking that power back, man.
So listen, so you the Lakers GM, man. Do you like? Is it? I mean, you got more than enough information to support that. AD simply more risk than reward, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the move? You just sit it out, or?
You ain't gonna get equal value for him.
But that's the thing. Listen,
That's just like buying a car.
You're never going to equal value.
You're not even gonna get. Man, you're gonna go from a range to a Kia.
But that range is always in the garage, though. The range is always in the garage, though, and you can only drive. Listen,
I'm gonna shoot it to his.
you can only drive the range on Mondays and Fridays. What good is the range?
But that's how the kid is. The kid might be like that too. The kid might not get you where you want to go.
They just tell him to check his messenger.
The kid might not get you where you want to go. Because you're not going to get nothing. You're not.
Well, you got a superstar. It's going to be hard to get equal value. So when you take on that superstar,
You can get something of value.
but you do know you're not getting equal value, right?
I know you're not getting equal value, but you're not going to get nothing of value. Ain't nobody trading young players no more for these old. That's why James Harden. That's what I'm saying. Dudes ain't giving up they young players. You ain't gonna get like a Chet or nobody like that to come to the Lakers for Anthony Davis. Who you gonna get? Ain't nobody giving up their young dudes.
Now I would say this.
Man, you can go over there, you can go get DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine. What's that gonna get you?
Okay.
That's gonna get you 100 miles.
That's gonna get you availability.
That's gonna get you a car.
I disagree with that.
That's not gonna get you where you want to go.
It's gonna get your availability.
I don't know.
Car, that's not.
Can I add this?
Where you want to go.
But if the car you got right now keep breaking down, if the car you got right now ain't working, what's the point?
Well, let me ask you a question.
That car starts to work, it gets you in the playoffs.
And it breaks down again.
Your car don't even get you to the playoffs.
LB, check your messenger.
So listen.
Get you to the.
So let's
ride around the neighborhood.
we have an example of this, right?
You take on the highway, it don't make it.
Who? Now, I can't say that. Now, I can't say that. But if you was to have, I guess you like you said, DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine, as opposed to Anthony Davis. Now, both of them, or all three of those, well, I would say DeMar DeRozan and Anthony Davis, they're pretty high-level basketball players. So I would trade them out just on availability alone, because most of what's hurting the Lakers is the inavailability of Anthony Davis. And a lot of times when he's playing,
You're expecting this production, and it's not there.
You know what I'm saying? So if you swap him out with someone who's just available, that gives you 30 more games of availability. And then you swap him out with somebody with 30 more games of availability and high level basketball. We got a shot here. I'm like, yeah, I was coming.
We're losing out in name, of course, because the high level name. And I think what needs to happen here is that we need to kind of check the high level name at the door and just plainly look at the output, because the output don't equal the marquee. That's part of the problem.
Ain't that what the point you were kind of alluding to with the super teams?
That's the problem. That's the problem. It's like what you're giving me. The production and the output does not equal the contracts and all of the other stuff that management has to do with the wins, it just doesn't equal. It just simply does not. Look at the Sixers. Yes, they got rid of a huge name. I am one to think that they're much better off without that guy. And the record, the locker room, and now they have a better chance of keeping their main guy. Because I'll tell you what, if they wouldn't have traded James Harden, there was a sentiment that Joel Embiid might have, look, man, get me out of here. So you went on multiple levels, in my opinion. Yeah, you don't got James Harden, but I mean, if you're one of those guys that still think James Harden is James Harden from Houston, you're out of your mind. That guy's gone.
Long gone.
That guy's gone, man. He's out of here. You're not even getting the James Harden from that first trade in Brooklyn. You ain't even getting that guy.
But you still get a pretty high level guy when he's locked in and playing. And
When he want to play,
right. That's a shame you got to play like that. But when he wants to play, he's going to give you 20 and 10.
We got to start to extrapolate it, man, because 20 and 10 sometimes it looks great on paper, but we got to weigh that 20 and 10, man. Sometimes that 20 and 10 is empty. Because the way that you play,
he averaged 20 and 10 for us last year.
Right. And then empty. So let me ask you a question. That 20 and 10, that 20 and 10, when it mattered most, was it 20 and 10?
No,
it wasn't.
Now, that's fair to say. That's fair to say. But he averaged 20.
Now, go ahead. You is that the point you're trying to make? Is that you trade away that range, and when you need it most, it's not going to
about them. How that team is like flourishing but the 20 and 10 he gave them, they wasn't empty. They wasn't empty stats.
Do you believe in empty stats or no? Or just stats is just stats. They are what they are.
Man, in basketball, I don't believe in empty stats.
Do you believe in empty stats? A Joker can have 20 and 10, but it's not 20 and 10.
I don't think so. In football, absolutely, but in basketball,
okay.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't believe it is. You can attribute his to James Harden last year when he averaged 20 and 10 and led the league in assist. I don't see how that. What's empty about that? We was third. We was third in the East, fourth in the whole NBA. And you think what was empty about any? We needed all of that shit. We needed all of that 20 and 10. What was empty about any of that?
Well, technically, if you're a player of his caliber and you got the ball in your hands all the time, then you should have 20 and 10. Because there are things that go into that, such as efficiency. If you're terribly efficient, you're not very efficient, then 20 and 10 is like, okay, well, damn, look at what you got to do to get it. That's all I'm saying. Look what you got to do to get it.
I see you in that point, but it's also, you say, well, yeah, he led the league in assists. I'm like,
he's not even happy with that 20 and 10. He's like, man, that ain't even me. I'm better than that.
Yeah, I don't want to pass as much. I'm used to leading the league in scoring.
Hey, you got the MVP on your team. What is wrong with you?
Like I said, he still was playing pretty damn good at 20 and 10. He's saying I can still score 30 and still be the. Now, I don't necessarily believe that. He believes that for sure.
People don't believe they can still go. Like, I'm not listening to no play. I'm looking at, if you're an analytics guy, you're going to look at analytics. If you're an eye test guy, you're going to look at the eye test. Both tell me that he's not that guy. So I was like, what he says is irrelevant. To me, it's totally irrelevant. And I don't see who, like, if he said that guy to you?
Who?
James Harden.
Nah, he's not.
Is he that guy to you?
Not been that guy for a long time.
Is he that guy to you? It's just
20 and 10 is 20 and 10.
Right.
But that's not. We already. That's my question. Somebody know. Is he that guy he thinks he is? That's my question.
I would say no, but everybody keeps signing and making moves for him. They're telling him that he is who he thinks he is. All these teams that keep putting him with the bullshit, in my opinion, they're confirming to him exactly what he thinks he is.
This is a money grab for James Harden, man. Let's call it what it is. It's the money grab.
He told him he's not who he thinks he is. He called the liars and
Another team picks him up every time.
Wait for y'all no more and all this. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's the Clippers thinking, okay, we got a different situation. He might fit better here. Not you come here and do your 30 and 10 thing. That's, you know what, you might fit better here. We got more help. We got a situation that might work better for you. That's not them telling you, man, you still 30, you still 35 point per game guy, Harden. But they're retarded.
Every time though, it's just a team saying, oh, you might work better here. Oh, you might work better here.
Yeah.
Oh, you might.
Yeah,
man.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
Because that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Brooklyn did it. The Sixers did it. Clippers are now doing it.
I don't think a lot of them a lot of the teams he forced himself to. Oh, you know what, Houston, man, I'm out. And I ain't going nowhere but Brooklyn.
You can't be a 30 point per game guy with Embiid on the floor. You can't be a 30 point per game guy with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant on the floor.
Obviously, he wants to be, and
that's all he thinks. Because the comment was made, obviously, other teams think he is. They're telling him that. I'm looking at the makeup of my team. Paul George, Russell Westbrook, and Kawhi Leonard. Which telling me how are you gonna get 30 a game on that team?
Now, that part doesn't make sense to me. Why he says he wants to go back. This is why I'm saying none of this stuff is making sense with James Harden. You're making all these dumbass decisions. You say you want to go back to playing like James Harden with the ball in your hands. All right, cool. You was threatening to go to Houston. Houston ain't want you. But I think that was just a play because there was nobody else who really wanted you like that. To your point, he don't want to play this.
My grandson believes he deserves toys every day.
So, when he's also looking at it like, okay, well, they turned down money, and the Sixers saying, I thought maybe kind of the Sixers was going to give me money. They're not now. Let me go to the one place that even has the money, let alone needs me. They don't need me. They didn't need me.
He thought he was the best.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
He thinks he's the best player out there in LA.
Yeah, and he's forcing all.
Is he the best player out there?
No,
I mean,
Okay, so
he got
it don't matter what he thinks.
There's only one other MVP out there.
Russ.
He clearly know he thinks he better than that nigga. Paul George.
Yeah, Russ he better than him. So does that matter? If we worry about what players think, Russ probably think he's the best player on the team.
I think it's going to matter to me. I think, and they better get it and figure out
Shit like this. I think I'm better than you, and people think I'm falling off. Everybody else thinks I'm better than you. Here's now, Russell Westbrook is on the decline.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't looking for another $100 million contract. James Harden is in line for another $100 million.
Would you give it to him?
I'm not going to give it to him, but he's in line
Would you
for
give it to him?
another $100 million.
Would you give it to him?
Russell's playing on a
Fresh, would you give it to him?
Russell Westbrook is playing on a veteran minimum right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that lets you know who the NBA world thinks is better. They think James Harden is better than him, just off. Now James Harden looks at Paul George and say, "You haven't done what I've done."
Could the perception about Westbrook be because
No,
when he
that's
played,
what-
you don't even know that. Could it be? I strongly disagree that Westbrook is sorry. But could it be that a lot of the perception about him is because when he went to LA, he got dogged by the press, by the media?
No,
I don't think Westbrook is trash at all. I think he's still top billing. That's just my opinion.
He good, but
To me, he's very good.
all right, very good. Is he top 50? No,
I don't fucking know.
no.
I don't know. That's a lot of people. He's probably top 50, man. He's probably top 50. That's a lot of players. He's top 50. 50 a lot of people, man.
No, I don't think so.
I do.
I don't think so.
I think he's top 50.
How many teams in the league? How many teams in the league? 30?
It's 32.
I can say probably two people on each team
No,
better
30.
than him.
It's 30 teams.
And he got 3 on his team that's better than him.
I don't know if I can pick 2 players on every
Okay.
team better than him either.
I can
Absolutely
they're
not.
close. They're close. 3 niggas.
It might be 3 niggas on one team, but it might be 5 teams and they got nobody better than him. Game.
I can say a lot. Delonte Murray better than him?
Who? Oh, dude.
DeJounte Murray?
Delonte Murray better than Russell Westbrook?
Yeah.
Trey Young better than him?
Yeah, we about to say
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson better than him?
Nah.
He said, nah. I would say, nah, man. I mean, he's been playing well for a couple years. And nobody on the Pistons better than Russ.
Yeah.
Probably.
Dude, nah, nobody on the Pistons better than Russ.
And nobody on the Jazz better than Russ.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Give me Lloyd Martin. Give me Lloyd Martin.
Lloyd Martin been playing well for 2 years.
I take Russ.
Okay.
So you taking Jordan Poole over Russ or Kyle Kuzma?
Nah. Kyle Kuzma.
Who on the Hornets you taking over Russ? Kyle Kuzma, fuck. Who you taking on the Nets over Russ? Good catch. Did he catch? What about the Raptors?
Oh, yeah, I'm taking Scotty Barnes over here.
I'll probably take Siakam over.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It might. Listen, it's a lot of players that I would take
What
over.
about the Knickerbockers? I mean, you're not taking nobody on the Knickerbockers over Russ.
Oh, right now.
What about the Pacers?
Oh, give me Halliburton.
Taking Halliburton over Russ?
He's a much more excellent. Well, he's not explosive none of that, but he. He is. That man is. You want to stop talking about Tyler Halliburton? That's what I'm saying.
Tyler Halliburton.
He's got like 100 assists and like 5.
I mean Tyrese.
Tyrese Halliburton. Yo, he's got like 100 assists and 5 turnovers. Man, that man is very efficient.
He leads the league in assists.
And he got them boys balling too. Him. They got a cornerstone guy, man. Tyrese Halliburton. Pretty goddamn good. I'm
Taking him over Russ? Okay.
every day.
If he in there, he like 48.
48? He's 50. He's 50. That was the criteria. That was the criteria.
It's a lot. Even though it's a lot of young bulls I would take over him, even though the resume he got. It's a lot of young niggas I would take over him. I would take Chet over him.
I'm sorry, you said what?
I would take Chet over Russ right there.
Wait, whoa. I didn't say it because, like, I think Chet trash. Because it's the exact opposite. You hated Chet a year ago. You said
Right now, he's better than Russ.
you said Chet will be in Slovenia in a couple years.
Better than Russ. He's been so bad that Russ gonna be in China.
Russ ain't going to China, bro.
Man,
I'll take Shady over him. I'll take Giddy over him. It's a lot of young niggas I would take over
you
Russ.
said John Giddy over Russ?
Russ not the same Russ. Russ not the same Russ. He's not the same Russ, man. He's not the same guy.
Why? Because of what?
I'm watching him play.
Because you're watching him play,
He's
right?
not the same guy.
So, okay, so let's, because apparently, you know, some people believe stats are stats, right? Let's look at a few things here. Where are we at? And then we're going to move on.
Josh Giddy had like a 15-4.
Besides scoring the turnovers and
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, he was doing that his whole career.
but that's what I'm saying.
He was doing that his whole career.
The same person scoring as you was. You ain't the same person grabbing rebounds as you was.
Well, that comes with time, too,
You're
though.
the one shooter in the NBA.
You can't
You're
supplement
still the worst
the
3-point shooter, the worst. You turn a ball, you lead the league in turnover. You are getting worse. You are getting worse. If you don't score as many points and grab as many rebounds, you're getting worse.
15, 7, 6 at 50% shooting, 49%.
Who's that?
That's Russ.
Give me Giddy. That's what I'm saying. probably very.
Russ shooting 50% for the field.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. That means I wouldn't take Josh Giddey over Russ. I would take Russ over Josh Giddey. He said he'd take Josh Giddey. I'm like,
Oh, damn.
you take Josh Giddey too? Oh, that's what
He's tied for 14th in rebounds, tied for second in assists. I'm sorry, no.
Oh, that's right.
Because that's absolutely. Let me see. Let me make sure. Because that's Trae Young. That's 10.9. So that can't be. Let me see. Where is he at on his assist board? Yeah, that can't be right. Might be second on the team. But then again, the rebound numbers is too high. Can't be right.
Look, Russ. I mean, they say
Russ is okay. So in terms of numbers, Russ is ranking in the top 20 in assists. Let's see here. That field goal percentage, I'm happy with Russ though. That's the big thing.
That's awesome.
That's the big thing. Any disappointments in the season right now? Talk about surprises. Any disappointments?
No, I think it's too early to be disappointed for real. In anything. Even when you got like Dame Time and the Bulls, like
Well, yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not a Dame fan, so for me, it's like I'm not shocked.
Well, I'm kind of disappointed.
I'm not a Dame fan though, so I'm just
in Memphis.
because they look. I point to more or less the Bucks' defensive numbers. I've never been a Dame fan because as much offense as he's putting up, defensively he's terrible. He's terrible. You're going to be one of the worst defensive teams, or the bottom half. You're on the bottom third of the NBA as far as defense, and that's where the Bucks are.
It seems like that is affecting them a little. They are not having the ability like they thought they was going to have to really cover up his defensive woes. His holes. They're like, damn, we really can't cover this shit up. This nigga's like doing layups. You lay up to the lane and shit. Like, yo, we can't stop it. Like, they can do something. Is it like that? Like, damn. So
he's ineffective from a team defensive standpoint. Individually, defensively, he's not great. You know what I mean? And the Bucks were stout in every position from a defensive standpoint. So you lost a lot when you got rid of Drew. You know what I mean? Of course, you wanted to boot the bump in offense, but the drop in defense was much more significant. And unfortunately, you're playing with new teammates. So now your offense is not there. Your offense has dropped off. Your defense was never a strong point. So you lost on both ends, at least early. You lost on both ends.
And right now, like you're saying, it is early, man. You got to give them probably like at least another 10 more games. What is it, like 10 games in already? Give them like
not even 10.
Games.
It might be like 8 or 9. 8 or 9 games in.
I'm
10
like
10 max. 10 max.
20 games after that. Now you can start looking at
you can start side-eye dudes.
Yeah, like yo, money.
Money grip.
Yeah, we're gonna need them points. We're gonna need to be Dame time. This is a little sooner than later.
Any rookies impressing you, or second-year players impressing you? Anybody make a jump from first year to second year, or any rookie impressing you?
Hand looking good. Back healthy. He looking tough. Like he gonna be one of those ones. Pablo, he looking tough. He looking like he gonna be one of those ones. He might, you know what I mean, put the magic on his back. Who else look good? I like the twin that played for Detroit.
I saw.
Man, I seen this through the stat line one day, man. He filled every box.
Dang.
With two or more lines, dog. He had like 15 points, six rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 steals.
God damn.
Like, yo,
5 assists.
like, it was great. I was like, yo, it was so bad. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, that's impressive.
I was like, yo, I was like, yo, that's kind of impressive. Like, he out there doing everything. Like, yo. And he don't even look the part. You know what I'm saying? He don't even look the part, but he out there hooping.
Man,
surprises, big jumps.
It's a guy. I think this is his second year out in Indiana. He's one of the guys out there making the move out there, and that's Ben Mathering. he's been balling. Now, like he was saying, he was filling up the stats. I'm like, oh, my man, average about 20. Can you please look that up? And I think he's still coming off the bench. I think he's starting a little bit more. Yeah, okay, but yeah, he's been putting it down up there, and that's what I'm saying. Like, damn, they pretty good.
It was nice.
Benedict Mathurin, 13.9 points, 4.4 boards, 2.7 assists.
I thought it was a lot more.
But he's shooting 43% from the field, man. But the team is successful though.
Yeah, that's not terrible. Given the
team is successful.
I thought it was a lot. I thought it looked a little bit better than that. I thought the
I think they're in. I think that particular team is in. They're in the top 4 in the Eastern Conference. So yeah, that is, you know, they're 6-3. They came out the gate. They're coming out the gate strong. So I think he's the guy because he's a bucket getter. He'll get it together in terms of his average will start to jump more.
I thought Memphis was going to be good without John Morant.
I didn't think they was 0-6, babe.
A lot changed about that team though. That team changed a lot. The makeup of that team.
Jaren Jackson. You thought they was going to win games on Jaren Jackson?
Nah, I don't be.
Marcus Smart.
Nah, these are professional basketball players.
No, they had a very, very credible record without John Morant, but that team changed. No, you couldn't have that same expectation because the roster changed so drastically. They got rid of Tyus Jones. They brought in Marcus Smart. They put it this way. They got rid of one of the better point guards from an efficiency standpoint and brought in one of the worst.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
You bring in a Derrick Rose. You know what I mean? You get rid of defensive guys. You know, not mind you, he's not great offensively, but you get rid of a Dylan Brooks, who was probably the heart of the team. That's a big hit. And you don't – them 3 guys – you got Desmond Bain still there, but he can't carry the load by himself with Derrick Rose, Marcus Smart, and
Jared Jackson Jr.
I mean, Jared Jackson gonna do his due, but you go from John Morant, Tyus Jones, and Desmond Bain, and now the supporting cast is you take away Tyus Jones and Dylan Brooks, and you add in Marcus Smart, you add in Derrick Rose.
When you thought they had about 82.
The sum of that team was a lot better last year without John Morant.
I mean, that's fair. But I definitely thought they was better than the Ophers. That was surprising.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, the professional.
Damn it, man. I knew they were going to struggle, though. But see, hold on. This is a perfect example, Now, last year, you got Tyus Jones running the 1, who from a assist turnover ratio last year was the best point guard in the league. Desmond Bain in a natural scoring role. You take that away, right, and you put in Marcus Smart, who was technically in the bottom. He's in the bottom 5th in the league in point guard efficiency. Mm-hmm. You put in Derrick Rose, and Desmond Bain is not the same player, at least from him getting offensive looks now. Mm-hmm. So the makeup of that team changed. That's why they're not that team without John Morant, too.
I think you said everybody professional teams, and somebody got to win or lose
every night. True. Or single night.
Other professional teams
who might be a little bit better.
You asked me what surprised me. I was surprised that the professionals that play in Memphis lost their first 6 games.
They don't got no talent.
Obviously, I thought different because I thought the professionals that played in Memphis was a little bit better than 6. That's all.
That's fair.
That's all. That's fair. I thought they was better than 0-6, and whatever their record is now.
You thought?
Yes, I thought they.
That's fair.
Yes, I thought they was better than 0-6. That surprised me.
Well, I mean, the record right now, they're even worse than 0-6. They 1-8 now. So they're even worse than you thought.
It was surprising.
Hey, listen, I watched the game they won. They beat Portland. But it was crazy because it was off a back-to-back. They played 2 games. One game in Portland. Now they played 1 game in Memphis. Portland won. The next day, they played in Portland. And they knocked Portland off. And Portland didn't even have.
They got those. Anybody heard from Jimmy Butler? Is Jimmy Butler hurt?
Nah, he out there playing.
This is every year, though.
No, let him cook.
That's what I'm saying. The culture is disappointing.
Let him marinate.
He's 4-4. The Heat culture.
He's 4-4.
Yeah, I don't know what type of culture you only win into playing field like that.
Shit, that's a damn culture.
You take that and winning the playoffs. How are you
Okay with that as a
It's culture right now, though.
I'm saying they like yo, the Heat culture. We this, we that, we that. Where is that?
Yeah, you got it.
I guess it's showing when it matter, I
I'm
guess.
just saying the Heat culture. They're not saying the Heat culture is just playing.
I know they ain't.
I'm just saying. They're saying that this is.
Yeah, that's the big number.
Well, I think by definition, the Heat culture is more of, no nonsense. When you come in here, it's about the team. It's not no singular individual. And I think that's more or less
the wins during the regular season. All that should carry us to wins during the regular season.
Well,
Come in here and
here's why I disagree.
doing this.
If you go to the playoffs every year, you win the playoffs.
Here's why I disagree, though. Here's why I disagree. Because the regular season is a lot different than the playoffs, because the regular season is one night, right? You can blow in the town and you can blow the doors off a team, right? Playoffs, unfortunately, is like a different animal, the boa constrictor, where now you're trapped in there with the boa constrictor, and for a game or two, you could jump out, but after a while, if the boa constrictor get his hands on you and get the feel for you, they start to expose you and slowly wear you down. And that's typically what the Miami Heat has been doing in recent years in the playoffs. Yes or no? It seems like that's been the formula.
I know, but that's just a thing. But
let's just get to the playoff. Well, the nature of ball constrictors is squeeze until,
I think last year was truly, it was a lot of things went on their side, man.
What about the bowl year?
It was some whatever.
Is the Miami Heat way lucky and it being lucky?
No,
I take that too.
last year was a lot more luck than anything.
So what was the bubble year? Was that luck too?
No, I didn't say that.
So last year was luck. The bubble year wasn't luck. Miami Heat way it seems like. I like it because we had a comment about 20 minutes ago. We mentioned about such and such not being there when it matters, right? Well, it seems like the Miami Heat way shows up when it matters, and that's in April and May, right? Recently.
I'm all right with it.
That's all I'm just saying.
I'll take her.
Where's it at right now?
Okay, so a lot of these teams show up in the regular season, right? And get bounced in the first round. Would you agree? So would you take their way or the Miami Heat way?
4-4, like that ain't like they trash right now.
And they're like Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, they 4-4.
They're not the Memphis Grizzlies.
For a team that we all have seen that thinks plays better or plays above itself in the playoffs, that that's not by coincidence or by chance. We could use a lot more of that in the regular season, and we wouldn't play so goddamn hard in the playoffs. You could and play all valiant and have all these teams that's ranked number 1, 2, and 3 lose to us.
Yeah, I would love to be in the number 1, 2, or 3 seed every year, but would you feel more comfortable knowing that, hey, if all else fails, man, we know we can dig in at the end. Yeah, regular season wins is fancy, looks great.
I'm cool with that too. I would like that.
Because you make it sound like winning the playoffs is like, it don't matter because it's not there early in the season.
Winning on a Saturday night in November matters to me just as much.
But if I'm 4-4, then I'm like, I'm cool with you.
Right now it matters to you, but will it matter to you in April when you're in the Eastern Conference Finals and now the November record is obsolete? Because once the playoffs start, the records are obsolete, right?
Pretty much.
So are you a prisoner of the moment? Because I get it. It doesn't matter right now because you're in the moment right now. But in April or May, when now you're in the Eastern Conference Finals, how much did your November record matter? Made it a little harder, yes, because if you're going to say that, it made it a little matters.
But you still
Okay, so that's all you want to got there. That's the only point you want to prove. Then okay, you're right. You're absolutely right. The heat wave should matter in November and December. If that's the point you want to prove.
But can we agree that 4-4 ain't trash though? Like, can we agree with
I
that?
didn't say they was trash.
No, that's not the question he asked you. Can you agree that 4-4 is not trash?
Nah, it ain't trash.
Okay. That's not hard. Jesus Christ, bro.
Who said that? You said it was trash?
Bro, he didn't ask you was it trash or not. He said, is it a good record or not? That's what he's alluding to.
It's average 4-4. It's not right now.
True.
Is it better than 1 and 8?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Is it better than 2 and 8, 3 and 5? I mean,
Yes, it
they
is.
ain't striking distance.
Yes.
But they proved that records don't really matter to them, you know?
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't say that?
Records matter a lot to everybody.
Okay.
To everybody, man, it matters who you play. It matters who they play.
Go up.
You know, a lot of
Go
the
up a little
teams, a lot of the teams that they played, man. I mean, even though it was,
So let me ask you a question. So here's the thing, I guess.
man, last year there was a number 8 seed.
And consequently, what seed were you guys?
We was the 3rd seed.
Did that matter?
We didn't play them last year.
That's not the question I asked you.
Okay,
Did it matter?
What?
Did it matter? Because your 3rd seed got you to what round?
The 2nd round,
And where did their 8th seed get them?
the finals.
So which one? So was your regular season record that much more important?
Nah, not in this.
We're gonna find a way, boy. We're gonna find a way.
Didn't mean
How do you look at it then? You said in this particular way you look.
How do you look at it?
like season record do means
Record, Johnny Daly number 3. You said, I got Miami number 8. It did happen. One got better than the other. That's what we say. Regular season record matters at the moment.
Why would you rather be the 8 seed than the 3 seed?
No one said you rather be, but if you end up in the finals either way, then who knows?
It wasn't in the finals either way. They ended in the finals last year.
Because teams that they had more success in the playoffs than y'all had.
So they got more success. They ended up in the finals because some teams that should have beat them didn't beat them. Did they have anything to do with that?
They had a lot to do with
That was no time the team that should have beat you, but you prevented that from happening. I believe that's how it works. They ain't like, oh, did it?
You got a consistently better record than them. Has that mattered?
No. You can say with me, no.
Jesus.
No.
You said
Okay. Right. You know?
it don't matter. I guess it don't matter, man. It's like,
And not in the context of what we talk. If the conversation was with home court advantage, absolutely.
Right.
But that's not the context of this conversation, Fresh. That's what we're trying to get you to understand. That you refuse to want to, you went one way.
It's another way.
But the reality is that it's another way. And that the Miami Heat way has proven that they've been able to turn it on in the playoffs to a degree better than y'all.
It's another way.
Y'all got a consistently better record.
yeah.
So obviously, yeah, right now your 7-1 record means more than their 5-3 record. Right now. I mean, they're 4-4 record right now. Absolutely. The race to the home court advantage, it means a lot right now because you have the advantage. You're 7-1, you have a better record. The Heat way don't mean shit right now. But if y'all get in the playoffs and you're the number 1 seed, and they're the number 8 seed, and they knock you off, what did that number 1 seed get you? A first round exit, right?
Yes.
Did it matter?
Mm-hmm.
Did it matter?
No.
In that moment? Not in December, not in fucking April.
Nah, it didn't.
Did it matter when they played y'all?
Nah.
Okay. Early season MVPs. Early season MVPs. Early. Too early season MVP race.
That's way too early to even call.
That's way too early to even call?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like Wembanyama. I wouldn't say MVP, but I like him.
Now, probably MVP would probably be Jokic.
Yes.
I mean, I was gonna let y'all finish. I mean, I think it's clear. Like right now, I mean, Jokic doing work. Jokic is doing work, man. He's doing work. He got the story behind him. He got the numbers behind him. He's doing work right now. That's your early season MVP guy.
That's fair.
It'll probably be Joker.
Rookie of the year?
I'm not excited by
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, if you're not, hey, man. I mean, hey, listen.
I mean, I can say the same name I said with
I don't know.
one been young. I don't know.
I mean, Joel. I can go Joel. I'm gonna pretty much. I'm gonna say my early season will probably be the Joker, Embiid, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic. That would probably be my mix for MVP right now. That would probably be my mix.
Dallas is playing a little bit better than I thought they was going to play this year. What's their record?
It's not great, but oh, well, it's 72. I'm sorry. I thought they had 5 wins, but shit, that was over the last couple of days. They 72. They number two in the West. Number 2 in the West. I was mistaken. So yeah, they're 72.
Look at his balling, man.
As usual.
Surprisingly, Minnesota Timberwolves number 2.
I was going to say I was going to go there. Anthony Edwards is getting a lot of
Number 3.
praise, and they're now comparing him to some people and with his skills and what he's been putting down. I'm like, it's about time, man. I mean, because I guess you was right about the playoffs and all that, but I'm like, man, it matters. Like, even not talking about heat culture or anything. I'm talking about the games fucking matter. Like Tuesday night as well. You know what I'm saying? Saturday night as well. Even in November, they mean that as well. So when you saying like things are empty stats, like motherfucker, yeah, they empty stats. Your team keep fucking losing, and then you getting them in wrong spots. But Anthony Edwards, now this year, they contributed to some goddamn wins.
27.9 points a game, 6.3 boards, 5.3 assists, 50% from the field. Let's go.
Like that guy a lot.
A lot of people like that guy.
Go Ant-Man. That's a jump. That's a jump for Ant-Man.
They heaping a lot on.
That's the jump for Ant-Man.
It's still early, but I'm like, man, if you showing improvement after 8 games, 4 games, 2 games, 1 game, all right, I'll give you that until you start faltering. You know what I'm saying? There was some expectations heaped upon that man. I think a lot of people
He committed.
He committed to what?
You said he wasn't committed.
Come on, man. I've been cleaning that up. I've been said, yes, he's been playing committed. There was one time.
I think you called him a baseball player.
No, he said his favorite.
So you read that quote, and I think you echoed that sentiment and called him a baseball player.
Because he said his favorite sport
Yeah.
is football.
Football.
Mm-hmm.
He said
He said his favorite
No,
football.
football, something like that.
his favorite football. Right. Sport was football.
Yeah.
I said he's not. He wasn't playing that good. And I was like, all right, well, I said,
It was more to the effect of he said something to the effect that, man, I didn't even really like basketball. Like, if you want the truth, like, my best sport is football.
and he was playing like he didn't really like basketball.
He ran with that joint.
Yeah, and then I also said, and like you said years ago, he's like, dude, is he still motivated? And I was like, nah, he's actually looking like.
You talking about he was playing like he started playing football. He wasn't even play the game.
It was, come on, man. He said it when he got drafted. He said it when he got drafted.
Nah, he said it when, you said it, it wasn't that he was struggling early. He had an early season interview. It was an early season interview, and you use that quote plus the way he was playing. He didn't come out the gate like a 25-point-a-game guy.
Yes.
And he ain't said that during no interview. Yo, I really don't like basketball. Football. He said it during the draft process.
I disagree. But the fact remains that you use that statement.
You got a challenge flag?
But that means he said it, and I was like, yeah, it kind of looks like he don't like, like
He was getting it off current play, but it was like after the first 2 weeks of the season.
And then when he started playing better, I was like, okay. But then I've been saying that he was a big baller. I've been saying
Every now and then you'll retract the statement or reverse polarity on something.
I said that.
Any closing thoughts, man, on NBA season, man? Anything you want to see? Who you want to see take another step forward? Who do you, as a basketball player, who do you want to see take another step forward to get to that next level?
I want to see somebody in Orlando besides Paolo Banchero. Well, even Paolo. I want to see everybody in Orlando, everybody in Detroit take one more step. You know what I'm saying? I want to see everybody in Houston take one more step. Everybody on those teams.
I just want to see Dame and Big Fig sync up. Like, I want to see them gel and see, you know what I'm saying, where that's going to go. I'm looking forward to that. I fucks with Dame time.
Nah, man. Watch broken off.
Damn.
Nah, he over here now.
You try to hear Dame time?
Problem.
That's just me.
He helped put that on his blemish on our record.
Who you want to look to see make a jump? Do you think got the capability to make a big jump to that next level?
You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb. This is a reverse polarity. I think Chet Holmgren can make it. No, not Wembanyama can make a great. I think he can be what people is saying he can be.
I agree.
All timer.
I
I
agree.
think he can do that.
I agree completely.
What do you see early on before we go? What do you see early on?
You played different.
Yeah, you did.
Like,
He played different. And I think
What surprised you?
wasn't surprising me is that he's a little bit better at just scoring. It ain't got to be shooting, whatever. Just scoring. Just throw the ball up top. I'm gonna throw the ball over top of you, and he's just better at just scoring. Period. It's just easier. I can shoot from out here. I can shoot close. It's all fucking close. You know what I'm saying? I'm 7'3". But
I like.
I like his fluidity.
Yeah, that's what I was
I like
going
his
to say.
fluidity.
I was going to say his activity is what surprised me.
I think he actually can get what a lot of people say he can get.
He doesn't strike me as the because I remember, looking back, thinking of Ralph Sampson, and he wasn't as graceful nor like fundamentally as strong as this kid. You know what I mean? Ralph was just always a pure bully once he got to playing with grown men. It don't seem like the game is too strong for Wemby. You're going to push him around because everybody at that size, is going to get pushed to some degree, but we're still talking about a child here.
Well, he's getting put like you saying, he's getting pushed to some degree. I don't think there's been anyone that could do anything with his height.
It's such an anomaly, man.
Be a little bit further away, but dog, when people started up,
I'm just so different.
or anything, and then
I'm going to get this guy.
and then now that I'm not maybe 6 feet from the basket, okay, I'm 8 or 9 feet from the basket. Now,
You know what it looks like? It looks like,
floater, hitting shots like that. I'm like,
you know what it looks like? It looks like some of
the
them.
ball high to him a lot. And he scores, off that a lot.
It looks like some of them old clips that you saw, Will. Like where it just looks like he looks fake. like yo, like the way he dumped that shit like a Nerf court, And it's like you said, even plays where he's out of the play, he's not because he's just that gifted. God forbid, nature happens and he actually grows into his grown man legs, and it's like the whole Giannis, like Giannis was the same way. It looked like skin and bones out there, but you saw like the activity, like man, you can push this dude all you want. I mean, he's just a different type. He's just different. He got a different motor. This kid got a different motor and different activity.
He got a better skill set than any other 7'4" motherfucker. You said 7'4".
He might be taller than that, man.
And that's what I'm saying. I think his skill set is better than Porzingis's. I think just Porzingis is a little bit heavier, but he's
Porzingis was pretty skilled coming into the league. I give him that though. Porzingis was real skilled coming into the league. That's the crazy part.
They were pretty evenly skilled. I don't know.
I'm not saying Porzingis was better, but Porzingis was definitely skilled.
Playmaking is like Wemby's, and that's another thing, man. I'm like
skilled in Bol Bol.
Who, Wendy?
Yeah. Well,
Skill wise,
yeah.
I don't think so. I think because
I don't think it's that far. But yeah.
I mean, that clustering is so close to me. I just think Wemby's different because he got different motor than them dudes, man.
I don't know. He just seems different than both.
Yeah, because he got motor and that.
He just seems a lot different.
He got probably like one of the longest reaches I've ever seen.
I'm gonna tell you this. In my opinion, if he can stay on the court, if he can stay healthy, I'm gonna go out there and say he could be the face of the league, bro.
If Bobo was this aggressive, he would be. You know, it would be.
I don't know if Bobo was this aggressive. I just don't know if Bobo had the ability to play off the ball like Wemby can. Like we can't really run the. I guess we can, but we ain't really trying to run the offense through Bobo. Every time you get the ball, you doing your thing. Like Wemby be over here doing that. That's what I'm saying. A lot of times they throw for him the ball up high.
And the word you said, bro, he just so
Bobo. You ain't throwing the lob to Bobo.
I don't know if they can or they can't. I just never saw
Now you can because if they could, they would.
True.
That whole 7-3, You don't have that kind of athleticism and fluidity like this kid. This kid like a deer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he looks like what looks like out there. It looks weird. Like
he real.
You know what? You like you said, like how they throwing the ball up to him. That's what it looked like. Like, but you can't throw the ball to everybody like that.
Nah, you can't.
Like a bowl.
You can't. Because you gotta like Ball not quick twitchy. This kid is quick twitchy. He got them quick twitch fight. He's getting off the floor and he's cutting. You know what I mean? Ball is more methodical and.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Got the skills, but I don't know if they is. I got that extra wiggle in my hip. You know,
He ain't got them quick twitch fibers. He's not explosive. This kid seems, on the verge of possibly being explosive. Like, wait till he get his grown man legs under him.
Yeah,
Wait till he fill out.
19.
Yeah, baby. So with that being said, man, it's late Saturday night. Chock full of football action out there. NBA action out there as well. Got some UFC fights. Whatever your flavor is, we appreciate y'all rocking with us, walking with us, and get a little NBA action out. I don't know what else you're doing for the rest of the night. Enjoy it. Be safe.
Yeah.
Closing thoughts, bros.
Easy. Happy birthday, my boy Mark Gamble. Happy birthday to Bruce, aka Lucy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Reese.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
With that being said, this is the Fire Nice Experience. Black culture, walk through sports entertainment, current events from a black culture perspective. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're rocking with us tonight. We appreciate it. E-way all day. We out. Gone.
Live at the Fire Nice Podcast, man. And there's certain moments that you have when you do these things, and I think it's more the moment.
These guys came from Wood to Delaware. Where are you from?
Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's
Listen, man, it's your boy, man.